Well, good morning, baseball fans. This is Vinny coming to you from a wet Michigan morning. But our game today is going to be from the Bronx in New York. We're playing a best of three series between the Mariners and the Yankees as we continue our payoff pitch tournament. Right now, the series is tied at one apiece. As you can see here, the first game, the Mariners pretty much had their way with the Yankees. They beat them 13-5. We had a couple of home runs by Cal Raleigh in that game with 3 RBIs. And the winning pitcher was Luis Castillo, who only went 5 2/3 of an inning. Carlos Rodon had a rough outing, only going 3 2/3. He got the loss. 7 runs, 6 earned in that 3 2/3 innings. So that was the first game. Yankees came back in the second game, and Cam Schlittler, boy, was he on, pitching a 4-hit shutout for the Yankees. We got some help from Aaron Judge, who had a home run, 2 RBIs, and Schlittler goes to 9, 4 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, and he bests Brian Wu, who went 5 1/3, only gave up a couple of hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, and the Yankees came back in that one. So here we go. We're going to be starting the third game, the rubber match of this series, and we'll get that set up here. The pitchers for the Seattle Mariners, Logan Gilbert will be going for the Seattle Mariners, and Will Warren is to make the start for the Yankees. As the lineups pop up on the screen, we have for the Mariners, Dominic Canzone in right, Rodriguez in center, Cal Raleigh the catcher, Josh Naylor at first, Randy Rosarina in left, Suarez the third baseman, Polanco the designated hitter, J.P. Crawford at short, Cole Young is the second baseman. For the Yankees, they'll have Jason Dominguez leading off, playing left field, Cody Bellinger in center, Aaron Judge in right, Ben Rice at first base, Giancarlo Stanton the DH, Jazz Chisholm at second, Austin Wells the catcher, Jose Caballero at short, Ryan McMahon is at third base. And so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this game started. Dominic Canzone leading it off. And we have a tough 42. Canzone will strike out to start the ball game. Julio Rodriguez. Patient 3 is a walk. And we have Rodriguez is a B stealer with a 3 arm for Wells. And we have an 8 when we combine hold and jump rating. So we have an 8 B3. He's going to be held on, so it's actually going to be C3. So 8 C3. Here's Cal Raleigh. And we have patient 14, another walk. First and second, Josh Naylor coming up. Ballpark 73. That is an in play. And it's a 93, so it's a fly out to right field. 2 down. Randy Rosarina. Tough 49. It's a strikeout. All right, so Warren gets a little trouble. This is a couple of walks. Strands 2. All right, Logan Gilbert on the hill for the Mariners. There's a look at his card. Jason Dominguez leading it off. Tough 53, and that's a strikeout. There's Cody Bellinger. Ballpark 70 in play. And 32 roll is a pop out to the second baseman. Aaron Judge. Patient 44, and that's a walk for the big man. All right, Judge is a C3. Would be a 10 C3. They're not even going to hold him. Here's Ben Wright. Tough 36, and right on the cusp. 36 is a strikeout. Inning in the books, no score. Here's Suarez. Defense 51. Error on the second baseman. Jazz is an E2. And 96 is a roll, so that's going to be a line out to the second baseman. One away. Here's Polanco. Wheelhouse 82. And that is also going to be outside the range. At 82 will be a fly out to center field. J.P. Crawford. Defense 77. Error on the shortstop. We have E5. Caballero playing short. Let's see, we have a 39 on E5, so it is going to be an out. And that's just another line out to the shortstop. Okay, 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the second. John Carlos Stanton. Patient 95, fly to left field. Here's Jazz. Defense 98. We've had several defense readings already. Error on the right fielder. He's an E5, Canzone is. It's a 24, and that is going to be an error. It's going to be a 2-base error on Canzone. So Chisholm is on second. Here's Austin Wells. Tough 72. Fly out to center field. Jose Caballero. Tough 58. And that is a ground out to the third baseman. Top of the third. Cole Young. Tough 77. Ground out to second. Canzone back up on top. Defense 23. Getting a lot of defense readings again. Range of the left fielder. Dominguez is a C. All right, it's an 89. And that's going to be a fly out to left field. And Rodriguez. Ballpark 35. That's going to be a wheelhouse, so we're going to roll the dice for Rodriguez. 94. So 94 is well outside the range to fly out to the left fielder. Ryan McMahon. Ballpark 91. We have an in-play reading. 22. That's a base hit for McMahon. So McMahon is on first. Back up top to Dominguez. Tough 51. He strikes out again. Cody Bellinger. Tough 88. That's a ground ball to the second baseman. So possible double play. Gilbert's a 4. He has the lower of the two. And it is a 4. And they get the double play. 4-6-3. All right. Top of the fourth inning. No score. Tough 58. And for Raleigh, that's right on the cusp. And he gets a strikeout. Josh Naylor. Tough 86. Ground out to second. Randy Rosarina. Another defense reading, 87. That is an error on the left fielder. Dominguez is an E5, believe it or not. And so he rolls a 76, and that'll be an out. Fly out to Dominguez and left. Alrighty, Aaron Judge. We have tough 35, and Mr. Judge strikes out. Ben Rice. Tough 12, another strikeout. And here's Stanton. Tough 64, and that's a strikeout. Gilbert strikes out the side. We head to the fifth. Suarez leading it off. Patient 26, that's a walk. Runner on, here's Polanco. Ballpark 60. This is a wheelhouse roll. Let's roll those dice. And it's an 84 on the wheelhouse. And 84 is going to be a grounder to the second baseman. So we have a possible double play here. Both pitcher and hitter are 5s. It's a 7, so it's going to be a force out. Fielder's choice, second to short. J.P. Crawford. Patient 42, another walk. Cole Young, 1 out, first and second. We have tough 10 strikeout for Warren, Canzone. Tough 70, and this one is also outside the range, ground out to short. And Warren gets out of another jam after giving up 2 more walks. All right, here's Jazz Chisholm, bottom of the 5th. Tough 18, strikeout. 7 strikeouts for Gilbert now. Austin Wells. Patient 51. That, and he's hit with the pit. No, wait, I'm sorry. That's out of his range. So 51 is a grounder to third. And Jose Caballero. Tough 54. And that's just outside the range. 54 is going to be a ground out to the first baseman. Just missed it. Okay. Julio Rodriguez leading off. Top of the sixth. We have Patient 82. Ground out to short. Cal Raleigh. Tough 81. Fly out to center field. 2 down. Josh Naylor. Patient 90. Ground out to second. All right. Bottom of the sixth. Logan Gilbert. Facing Ryan McMahon. Tough 34. Strikeout. Yankees true to form. We're only in the sixth inning and they've struck out 8 times already. Dominguez. Tough 30. Strikeout. Third time he's gone down on strikes. Here's Cody Bellinger. Tough 39. And for Bellinger, that's a base hit. So the Yankees have their second hit of the ball game. And here is Aaron Judge. Tough 14 and another strikeout. All right, we go to the seventh. 2/3 of the way through. Rosarina. Patient 97. Fly to left field. Suarez. Defense 35. Range of the right fielder. Mr. Aaron Judge, Roman right field for the Yankees. We have a 77, and that is going to be a fly out to right. 2 outs. Polanco. Tough 21. Strikeout. All right, stretch time here at the stadium. Ben Rice. Tough 31. Strikeout. John Carlos Stanton. Defense 14. Range of the third baseman. He's a C. All right, so the hit is 1 to 41. It is a 36. And that's going to get way past Suarez down the line, and it's going to be a double. We have a double for Stanton. Here's Chisholm. Wheelhouse 90. Well, Chisholm's only goes up to 80 on this one. It's going to be a fly out to the right fielder. And here's Austin Wells. Tough 57, and that's a strikeout. All right. Top of the eighth. J.P. Crawford. In play, 90. Fly out to right field. Cole Young. Patience 74. Fly out to center field. And here's Dominic Canzone. In play 17. And there's a base hit for Canzone. And the Mariners finally get a hit and break the no-hit bid of Will Warren. So 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Canzone has an in-play single. And 1 on, 2 outs. Here's Rodriguez. We have a patient 94 fly out to left field. Well, tough break for Will Warren. Thought you guys might have the opportunity to witness my first playoff pitch no-hitter, but not today. I've had quite a few in Stratomatic. I've had a couple of pitchers get 2 of them. I remember my very first 2 no-hitters in Stratomatic. I think it was an 86 replay with the Yankees, and Joe Cowley, of all people, threw 2 no-hitters for me in that season. So that was quite fun. Jose Caballero leading off here in the bottom of the 8th. Wheelhouse 63. That's a base hit for Caballero. And we all know that he's a threat to run. And Mariners are going to go to the bullpen. Yankees have some lefties coming up. And so let's see if I have any lefties available here. Because I've been throwing Ferguson and Spire have been pitching quite a bit for the Mariners. Let's see if... Oh, looks like Gabe Spire is available. And ready. So Gabe Spire will be the new pitcher. And let's see. The Yankees are going to make a change. And believe it or not, in 2025, even though Oswaldo Cabrera was injured for most of the year, he actually hit pretty well against lefties. So we're going to go to the bench. We're going to pinch hit Cabrera. And Caballero, let's see. He's a B stealer. You have a B3. He's got a 7 jump. It's a 16 B3. Well, you know they're going to hold him on. All right, so the hold of 9 for Spire, the jump of 7, that adds up to 16. So holding him on is going to make it a C3, and we've got to try with Caballero. So we're going to roll a D20 and the 2 percentile dice, and here we go. And he goes with the jump. It's a 17 on the C3, and believe it or not, he is out. And that seems to be Caballero's MO, getting thrown out quite a bit. Well, he's down. So now you've got 1 out. And here we go. Cabrera. Defense 16. That's the range of the shortstop. Crawford is a B. A hit would be 1 to 35. It's 75. And so now we have a ground out to the shortstop. And here's Jason Dominguez. And let's see. We're going to let him hit. Tough 33, and Dominguez has a rough day, just strikes out again. Okay. All right. Warren is out of the game here. I kind of use Stratomatic rules, and he only has a 5 fatigue rating, so we're going to consider him tired, even though he's only allowed 1 hit. Let's see. We have Raleigh, Naylor, and Arizona. Rosarina. Let's see who we're going to go with here. We're in the 9th. You know what? We're going to go with David Bednar. The Yankees are going to bring Bednar in. And let's see. There he is. Bednar is going to come in to replace Will Warren. Top of the 9th, folks. Cal Raleigh, the hitter. Tough 62. And that is going to be a base hit for Raleigh. All right, so Raleigh is on. Josh Naylor, the hitter. Tough 8 is a strikeout. And now we have Randy Rosarina. Tough 70. Oh my goodness. Look at that. 70 right there. A base hit. First and second. And here's Suarez. Patient 34. That is a base hit for Suarez. We're going to pick a FAC card to see what the runners do. Runner on second scores, and runner on first will go 2 bases. And so the Mariners take a 1-0 lead, and that is going to do it for Bednar. Well, there you go. Bednar being true to form. It looks like payoff pitch imitates real life. We're going to go with Tim Hill. As Polanco comes in, and with 1 out, we're going to bring the corners in. Corners are coming in. All right, we have a tough out. 97, that's a fly out to right field. And let's see, and they're going to hold the runner at third base. Two outs, J.P. Crawford. We have in play 4. That is a double, and everybody is coming around to score. 3-0. Mariners. And we have an in-play 83 with Cole Young up, and finally, that ends it. Okay. We will head to the bottom of the 9th, and I don't think we've used Munoz in this series at all yet, but he's getting the call. Let's see. Andres Munoz. is the pitcher. Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge, Ben Rice. Here we go. Bottom of the ninth. Tough 67. And that's a fly out to left field. Yankees down to their final 2 outs. Aaron Judge. Patient 12. He draws a walk. And here's Uncle Ben. Ben Rice 0 for 3. Struck out all 3 times. Tough 34, and he strikes out again. Him and Dominguez have had tough days. John Carlos Stanton is the final hope for the Yankees. Here we go. We have patient 67, and that, folks, is going to be a grounder to third base. That is going to end it. And the Mariners are going to take the series 2-1. Let's look at the box score. And let's see here. Bednar did get the loss. That was an issue, I think, before this 1.03, where they were giving the runs properly to the reliever Bednar, and they were going to give Tim Hill the loss, but it looks like that's been corrected. Will Warren, they waste a beautiful outing by Warren, who goes 8 innings, only gave up 1 hit, walked 4, struck out 5. The winner is Gabe Spire. Bednar gets the loss, and Munoz will get the save. So there you have it, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Final score, Mariners 3, Yankees nothing.